YouTube, what's going on, guys? Hey, it has been a minute since I've made a video, and I just thought it was time to make another one. I haven't had any running videos lately, as you guys are well aware. I do apologize about that, but there is a reason for it, and I'm about to go into that a little bit. As you guys can see here, I got kind of a weird combo of things here. As you guys can see, here is the 1/24 scale ECX Ruckus. I have a Ghoul RC box here. There is stuff in it. I have these two tires off of my T-maxx. I have the two hub, whatever they're called, I forget. And then something a little bit different is this radio looking thing here. This is actually not a walkie-talkie. It's not a CB radio, but actually a ham or amateur radio. This is a Baofeng, or however you pronounce it, 2 meter, 70 centimeter ham radio. This is obviously a, they call it a handy talkie. It's a little handheld, portable job here. Got the antenna on it. And I'll be going into a little bit
channel mode
more detail about this in the video. I won't get too extensive in it, but I will let you all know why I have this on the channel. So anyways, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the meat of this video. First things first, the Ghoul RC. The Ghoul RC box we have here. If you guys have been keeping up with my channel, you guys know that I bought a Ghoul RC ESC and motor combo. It was running fine until I got the ESC wet, and then in my video, you guys will see that it caught, I don't know if it caught fire. Obviously, it had to catch something because the thing melted. So, anyways, I contacted Ghoul RC. They sent me another brand new ESC. And, I made mention to him, I'm like, what if this one catches fire? Well, I'm like, I don't really feel safe. My first one caught fire. Is this one going to? What if it does? How is it going to work? What, and they replied to my email, but never mentioned once what we could do if this thing caught fire again. So my suggestion is, guys, stay away from Ghoul RC. At least the ESCs anyways. The motor that I have on the Tmax, it is a smaller motor, and I do in the future have plans of upgrading that to a bigger motor. But for right now, it's holding up. But this ESC is just junk. It's garbage. Now I will say this: when I emailed them, they never came back with any real answer as to how water resistant or waterproof this ESC really is. They never really defended what happened. They just said, well, we'll send you another one, and that's how we'll do it. And with that being said, I never really pressed to get my money back. The motor still works, so it is what it is. I didn't really spend that much for this combo here. It was under 50 bucks, put it that way, for the combo. So you do kind of get what you pay for. It's cheap, like I said. Now I will say this though. If you are not gonna get this thing wet, it worked fine. It worked fine for me until I got it wet. Which, waterproof. They advertise that very heavily on their website and their ads and stuff. Oh, it's waterproof. It's not waterproof. And just to kind of hit on that a little bit, I did send a complaint to Amazon about that. You know, I just told them, like, hey, you know, I bought this ESC. It claims to be waterproof. I got it wet a little bit, and it caught fire. So I did let Amazon know about that, because this to me, that to me is false advertisement. I know nothing is waterproof. When you're dealing with electronics, nothing's waterproof. But it can be water resistant. But the thing about it is, I mean, I barely got this wet in that video, and it just fried it. So, anyways, guys, that's enough about this Ghoul RC ESC. They sent me a new one. So what I'm gonna do with this one, I'm just gonna put this in the box, and you know, maybe I'll do a project with it, or maybe I'll, you know, throw it in something that's not gonna be going in water. I don't know. Like I said, it worked fine on the T-maxx until I got it wet. You know, and it never got hot, never overheated, it never, you know, nothing. So it worked just fine until I got it wet. So I'm just gonna put it to the side and see what happens. Now the second thing, excuse me, the second thing on the list here is the ECX 124 scale Ruckus. You guys seen in my previous video us running it around, having a great time. Everything was going fine. Well, right after I got done recording, we were playing with it a little bit more as the battery was dying, and I noticed something kind of strange. Look. AJ was driving it back to us, going something kind of like this. I'm like, oh, that don't look right. So what I noticed is, don't know if you guys can see in there. Hopefully you guys can see in there a little bit, somewhat. You guys can see that there's like a strand of, looks like hair, wrapped around that axle or the hub carrier in there. Hope you guys can see that. Let's see if I can get a different angle on it here. There you go. That's a little bit better angle. See if I can get it focused here. Yeah, there we go. You see all that in there? I think that's hair. Hair, fiber, something. Well, it looks like quite a bit of it got in there, and what happened was it obviously got wound up. And from what I can tell, what happened was the well, let me back up a second here. The way that this truck works is it has a steering servo right in the front there, coming out of the side. Let me see if I can get this thing focused. See that right there? That little right there. That's the steering servo arm coming out. Well, there's just a bracket. This bracket right here just sits in there and it goes back and forth, and then there's like the arm and the other arm right here, you know, a little linkage that just connects to it. Well, it looks like what happened was this linkage here had too much pressure on it or something, and it literally just broke. It just broke off. So I looked the parts up online, and the entire steering, they call it a steering set. You get the middle like servo bracket there, and then the two sides, and also the inside wheel carrier or hub carrier. You get it off right like it's like $10. The only problem that I'm having is I don't have a hobby shop locally here that carries them. They don't carry the 124 scale stuff. So what I might end up having to do, there's one other hobby shop up by where I work. I'll check that one out next week when I go back to work and see if they carry it. But what I might end up having to do is, I mean, it's all everything's online. Horizon Hobby, everything's online, and I mean, you can order the parts without a problem. So, what I might end up doing is I might end up just kind of ordering me like a little care package, a little surplus package for this. So this way, if something does break, I'll have it on. I'll have it on hand. There are aluminum parts. There is an aluminum, not the outside, not these outside arms, these here, but there's a middle aluminum bracket that I can get. That obviously you would just screw the little arms or linkages to. I might get that. I was also kind of surprised that even though these are smaller parts, they're still the same price. The little aluminum steering, which is like that long, it's like $22. So just because it's smaller don't mean that it's less expensive. But anyways, guys, that's what I got going on with this. This little thing is fun. I mean, for the 15-20 minutes that we actually played with it, it was actually very, very fun. Strongly recommend them. Like I said, the only problem that I'm having is finding parts, which I kind of figured that. I kind of expected that. But so all right, guys, that's gonna be it for this truck here. I'm just kind of bummed. I mean, this thing was a lot of fun. We could play with it, when it was dark and stuff. And I wanted to take it to work with me. I work in an office, and this would have been fun. I have some other guys, some other coworkers that I work with. They're into RCs, RC planes, helicopters, RC cars. There's at least one person that's into the model trains. So there's definitely some RC enthusiasts where I work, which is pretty cool. Because we get to talk RC quite a bit. But so I was just kind of bummed because I wanted to take this to work. One more thing I will mention with this is the battery. The battery that comes with this, you only get about 7 minutes of playtime. That's it. It's only about 7 minutes, which is kind of a bummer, but it's only 200 and I forgot what it was, like 220 milliamp hour or something battery. So I know that there's some lipos I think we can get with this. The only thing is there's no lipo cutoff with this. The ESC doesn't have a lipo cutoff. So you can get a lipo, but you got to be real careful with it. So if anybody has one of these, or has a 124 scale, or knows the little batteries that we can get, a little lipo battery, please let me know. Like I said, they do got the disclaimer. This it can hold a lipo, but it's not meant for lipo, I guess. But I think I might just get a larger milliamp battery. All right, guys, on to the next thing here. I know this video is getting kind of long. These are my T-maxx tires. You guys can see here. Got a little issue. You guys seen it in one of my previous videos here. So you guys can see that inside diameter on both of these are pretty well rounded off. Here's the little hex hubs, where you want to call them. They're not very hexy anymore, are they? here's the other one. And it's just on one side. It's real, I don't know, maybe it's not weird. I thought it was kind of weird. It was just on one side. Like, not like front or back. I'm talking like right and left. These tires are off of the right side of the truck, front and back. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. The other side, it seems to be fine. But I plan on getting some aluminum hex hubs. But my question is, I don't know. I mean, are these two rounded out? I don't know. I guess you really can't probably tell until this one's more rounded than the other one. But I guess you really can't tell until you probably go get them and put them in there and see what you get. But I'm just wondering, guys, what other options do I have besides buying some more rims? I mean, is there any other options that I have? I don't know. But yeah, so the T-maxx is down, along with the little mini-me here. I know, ECX, Trax is different stuff, I know. So the T-maxx is down right now. The Ruckus is down. The Rustler is not down. I just haven't gotten outside to drive it. And then last but not least is this thing here, which is not radio controlled related, but
channel mode.
Wanted to just kind of throw this out there, guys. I made mention of this in my Easter video. I have launched my ham or amateur radio channel. Not sure, if any of you are interested in that or know anything about it. It's just kind of one of those things where RC is a hobby or a passion of mine, and so is amateur or ham radio. I won't go too far into depth with it because again, this is primarily a RC radio controlled channel where this is radio related, but like I said, this is another one of my hobbies that I have. It's fun to me. This is basically, you take like a walkie-talkie or even those be the main CB radio. It's kind of on the same principle, but on a larger scale. This little guy here, I can talk on this upwards to probably 15 miles. That might be pushing a little bit. But yeah, and then if you can get the larger radios, you got the ones that go in the car, you got the ones that go in the house, and those can handle up to or those can output anywhere up to 100 watts of power, and with 100 watts of power, you can talk worldwide on those. There's the different bands and stuff like that, different frequencies. This guy here, this is just mainly for local talking. Like I said, I could probably stretch maybe 15 miles with it. That might be pushing it. Maybe 10's maybe more realistic. But like I said, the mobile and the base stations, you can talk worldwide with those. They do have some smaller radios, 5-watt radios that you can actually talk on, that you can go worldwide with those as well. It's called QRP. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this year. I don't want to bore those of you who just don't want anything to do with this. So if you guys do want some more of this, though, my channel, and I will have a link to it at the end of this, it's YouTube. It's KD8SJM. That is my channel name. That is my call sign. That is a registered FCC call sign. For ham radio, you have to be licensed by the federal government, by the FCC. And that is my call sign and the name of my channel. So if you guys do want to, hear more about this hobby, please go over there and check that out. Right now I just got a lot of talking, just kind of like a lot of intro stuff. But there's going to be some radio time on that as well. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it for this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are still sticking in there with me. This is kind of a longer video. But I covered, quite a bit of things here. Got, the ham radio, got the T-maxx tires, got the Ghoul RC situation happening still. Got the ECX Ruckus in here. So, got a lot of stuff still going on, guys. Got a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes as well. That's why I haven't been, pumping out videos like I was, but I'm still here. I appreciate all you guys. I hit 10,000 views beginning of this week. I think it was like Monday. I hit 10,000 views. Thank you. Thank every single one of you guys who has viewed and liked and commented and subscribed. I hit 80 subscribers the other day. That's awesome. I definitely appreciate it, guys. Like I said, I enjoy doing this. I enjoy interacting with you guys. It's fun for me. It's fun to do this sort of thing. And I just enjoy it. Like I said, the RC community is awesome. You guys always come through with, tips and hints and advice and, oh, you shouldn't do that. You should do this. Oh, that sucks. This, the Ghoul RC, that sucks. Okay. But anyways, guys, as usual, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell button for me, hit that thumbs up button for me, guys. Tell your friends, family. Check out my other channel, like I said, KD8SJM. Got a lot of stuff going on. Summer's wrapping up here. A lot of stuff still happening. So until next time, guys, see y'all later.